Okay, this is not a fire Dwayne Casey. This is terrible. We can't have this. I hate this. Dwayne Casey's terrible. No, this is more of is it just time kind of for a new voice for the Pistons with essentially, obviously a new team from the last year and the year before. This is just new guys, new, younger, and we all know what we're doing. We're rebuilding. We're trying to rebuild the right way with young players, check. Sustainable, something we have flexibility going forward, check. We have that. You got Boyan, who is like a veteran presence. That's a key player. I mean, thankfully we have him. So we've got this mix of vets, kind of our second and third year guys are good. We've got young athletic, and yet we're still getting just destroyed. And against the Wizards, the Knicks, not even close. I mean, not even close. Pacers was a game there for a little bit, but just getting run over. So I've got some few examples, and you let me know in the comments. I mean, again, this is not a Dwayne Casey's the worst coach ever. We got to make a change. We got to make a push to the playoffs. It's we just need a new voice because there's a lot of things that are just concerning. So I'm gonna give some examples of things that I see. You let me know in the comments. First one, Killian Hayes' struggles is an example of a new voice. Dwayne Casey talked about it after the Wizards game. He's like, he just, I don't know. He's like, we're not putting pressure on him to perform, or it's not like he's tight because he's scared, and we're putting a lot of pressure on him. He's not scoring. He's not rebounding. He's not doing anything to help us win, and is basically what he said. I don't want to say that because he didn't say that, but he's like, Killian Hayes needs to find a way to score, rebound, defend, do something to help us win. And I feel like we all kind of agree on Killian that I think he's got something there. He's still young, he's developed, but he has to start doing something. And that I can't think falls back on Dwayne Casey's inability to get something out of him. So Killian Hayes is a perfect like poster child for Dwayne Casey's inability to develop him and get something out of that, because that's a big gap right now in our team. Is that second, the guys off the bench come in, and it's I don't even know what the direction is, what the identity is on that second team led by Killian Hayes. So that's the first one. The second one is second half adjustments. Just okay, clearly we've gone through the first half. Second half, what can we do? So let me just show you this from the Wizards game. It just shows, Wizards are up by 5 here. Detroit's up. So at about halftime, we're down 6, 7, 8 points. And then you can see the second half is just fully tilted to the Wizards. And this is just a visual thing, but obviously you can see they just had complete control in the second half. So that just goes back. I mean, it's simplifying things, but it goes back to, where's the second half adjustments? What are we going to do differently in the second half? How can we change things up? Are the Wizards just that much better, just all around, that they destroy us in the second half? I guess, but that's where Dwayne Casey, I would love to see us make some adjustments, switch things up, do things differently. Instead, it gets worse actually in the second half. It did this against the Knicks, where just continue to just throttle us. Wizards, the same thing. Pacers just roll over us in the second half. So that's another one. The third thing is the defensive confusion. I don't know what you want to call us on defense, but teams get to the paint like it's nothing, easy baskets. We're trying to switch. Basically, if you move against us, just move. Just don't be stagnant against the Pistons. And you move around, we're going to get confused. Something's going to happen, and you are going to get an easy layup, dunk, open shot. Something good's going to happen to you. So if you play us, you're just like, just move, just kind of keep moving, cut, set screens. And I get that's basketball, but we make it so easy for you to get an easy shot, get to the paint, and there's very little defensive resistance, when in fact we have athletic long guys. It shouldn't be that easy for teams. Again, we've only played 4 games, but and to be 1-3 is not a shock, but what's a shock is for the Knicks and Wizards especially to steamroll us. And those are good teams. Those are not great teams. They're not bad teams, but those are good teams that we want to say we could hang with a little bit. And man, we had those games in the past where it's right down to the end, and man, those teams just made the plays, veteran guys, whatever the case would be, on the road, and we lose by 3, 4, 5. They make some free throws down the stretch. We just didn't have enough. That's not what it's been. Knicks and Wizards destroying us. Um, Another stat that I found interesting was, let me get down to it here, was blocks. Okay, so it goes back to defensively. Um, we just don't block many shots. I mean, and again, I think it's a defensive thing where I don't know. I don't think Dwayne Casey, there has to be a different voice. Something is missing, and again, we know what this season's about. We know that we weren't expected to win an NBA title, but at the same time, if you're losing big, it's okay to say that there has to be a new voice. And so what I'd like to see going forward is, can Dwayne Casey make, because he said it in his press conference, okay, and from the beginning I should have said this. He said in his press conference, the loss is on me. Um, Guys not being prepared is on me. It's on me. It's on me. He kept, and again, that's coach speak, and that's what you want to say if you're up at the podium and you're getting directly asked, "What about this? What about that?" And you kind of put it back on yourself. But that's what is happening. I love the direction we're going. I love our players. I love the team that we have, and to see us just really struggle is interesting. So what I'd like to see going forward, we've gone 4 games, one game at home where you beat the Magic and you think, hey, Magic aren't that bad. We beat them. Well, maybe the Magic aren't great. We're not great either. I get it. And then you go get steamrolled on the road with a young team, first road trip, 0-3. So can we make some adjustments going forward in these next few games? Are we going to we have to change things? We have to do it differently. I don't know if we will. If we don't, then it's clear we need a new voice, just a new voice. And again, this is not just a crazy fire Dwayne Casey. That's what everyone wants to do whenever you lose, fire coach. We've given Dwayne Casey plenty of time. He's done a great job with the guys up until this point. We're really looking to take that next step, and that next step would definitely be just being in games, in the fourth quarter. We're not even in the games to really get a full evaluation and see guys grow. And so I know it's only been 4 games, but I also don't want to wait 40 games in to be like, well, we might have to look at something. It's pretty clear. Okay. So it's pretty clear. So that's what I'd like to see going forward. Let me know in the comments your thoughts. It's pretty clear we need a new voice. Let me know what you think, and we will see all of you on the next one.